And is that curated? Like, how do you even approach that level of strategy?
Well, the first thing that everybody listening to this really needs to think about if you're a business owner or a marketer, and maybe even as a seller, because sellers need to be their own content creators today as well. Ironically, a lot of salespeople can't write, which is a bit problematic. But all of us need to think about where does the buying journey start for my potential client before they'd ever know to look for me. And I'll just give you an example of this. The thing I do with my family is wakeboarding. And we bought a new wakeboard boat that was bigger than the previous boat we'd had. So we thought, we need a bigger four-wheel drive. Now, I didn't Google the brands of four-wheel drives. What I Googled was 3,500 kilo towing capacity. That's what I Googled. Almost nothing came back in those searches. And yet you'd think that the genius marketers at, Jeep and Toyota and all of the other manufacturers would think, hey, what's the trigger event that goes on in someone's life? They buy a caravan or boat, or they buy a bigger caravan or boat, and they're thinking, I wonder what will tow that capacity. But they hadn't optimized their search around that. So for me, when I go and buy a car, my journey starts within my trusted network, and then it starts online. One of the last things I do is walk into the showroom or talk to a seller.
Absolutely. And is that something that you see as well in your conversations with customers, Luke?
Yeah, absolutely. I think really in terms of where that journey starts is always a challenge, especially bringing marketing and sales together. Traditionally, we're in Salesforce CRM space. We normally focus on releases over time, and that initial release is really focused in on core sales automation, and you see either marketing or more the back office and fulfillment coming in as either phase 2s or phase 3s. So bringing them into that same journey, especially sales and marketing team, getting them on the same strategy and aligning upfront is something we see really fosters increased value for that tech spend. And I think to really get the ROI on your tech spend, it is really important that you have all those aspects of the business talking to each other up front.